Samma Sambuddha Saranai. Sappadanam Dhammadanam Jinati. The gift of Dhamma excels all other gifts. Good evening and a very warm welcome to Beyond the Vision, brought to you by the Buddhist channel. So today we will be discussing on a very important topic, which is about meditation. So during the couple of last weeks, actually we did talk about the Noble Eightfold Path and how you can actually step into this great path that Lord Buddha has shown us, and how you can walk in this path and try to realize the eternal bliss, the eternal happiness we talk about. So this is Nirvana. So today we thought we should give you an insight as to what meditation is and how you can practice the right mindfulness and perhaps walk in this eternal path. So before I go into details, I would like to welcome Most Venerable Buddha Dhatu Thera, who is here with us today, and also Venerable K. Subhuti Thera, the Secretary and the Chief Sanghanayaka of the Amarapura Saddharma Vanchanikaya. A very good evening to you, sir, as well. So talking about meditation, as I mentioned earlier, we did speak about what meditation is even during the past discussions, but today going into details of it. When we consider being aware of what you're doing, now what do you mean by being aware of the situation, and what do you mean by right mindfulness? Now this is something that is very much important when you step into meditation. So I would like to ask Venerable Buddha Dhatu Thera to give us an explanation as to what right mindfulness is in the first place, and how can we actually be aware of the present situation that we are currently in.
Again, with the vision, the Bhikkhu vision, we say hello to everyone, and very special today, the time to come, and my brother monk, we wait for a few weeks with the right person for the cut, and we share about the
indeed, yes, very
yes, for the meditation. So I will share after we introduce my brother monk first. Yeah.
Right, Venerable sir. So maybe you can give us an explanation as to how perhaps a person can step into meditation in terms of right mindfulness, maybe first taken into account.
So that first of all, I would like to very grateful about the Buddhist channel, and also our beloved one of the great teachers in the world, Venerable Buddha Dhatu Thera, and our brother Venerable Dharanagama Kusala Dhamma Thera, and all our friends who are here. So it is a great pleasure and privilege for me to be in this Buddhist channel to discuss about meditation. So that meditation, it gives two meanings. The word meditation, bhavana, is development of the mind. So what do you mean by development? There are two things that we can develop. First, peace, freedom, and tranquility in the mind. This is the first what we are trying to develop by meditation. Secondly, that we are also in the second category, we are also trying to develop the wisdom. So this is the most important part of the meditation, is called vipassana. So that insight meditation. So there are two things. First, tranquility meditation, and also the wisdom meditation, samatha and vipassana. These are the first step and also the final step of the meditation.
Of course, yes, Venerable sir. So that was an introduction as to what meditation is. So moving on to Venerable Buddha Dhatu Thera, I think he will also have some comments to be added.
Well, when Buddha enlightenment, that you know, before that, he searching so many teachers. Even some they achieved to the heaven eye and form and formless, but he realized that is not the part of the present. So after 49 days, and finally he enlightened. So when I in Bulgaria, in many discussion there with many professors international, and they asked about where the Buddha born. and one is and on of earth. Before we say Buddha born in Lumbini, another one say Buddha born in Bodh But finally, I say to the one of the chief monk in the Sangalacha of the Bangladesh, I say, Venerable Sir, Buddha not born, because born have to be die, but he enlightened. He enlightened only the death of ignorance. And after for first 5 brothers, the Buddha teaching about the Vipassana, but that the time, early time, almost of the one who are devote themselves from home to homeless, they just only searching the path of preparation. But after 12 years, he see that so many Brahmin and all the religion, they make use of our teaching, and they become the monk, but only the rope, not really to searching the path of the samsara. So Buddha have to order precept, that is the sila. And why we meditation? Because we build up ourselves in the virtue of sila, not to kill, not to, until we build up the like the food. Then we got inside of that the samadhi. Samadhi means concentration, and the samadhi deeply. Then the bird of wisdom, not the bird of vehicle or the desire, but the bird of wisdom. And we use the wisdom sword to stop our 3 poison: desire, hatred, and ignorance. Anyway, more detail. Venerable, he teaching meditation, so he go further and further for us and the world to share. Because when I in Amgalamkoda last 8 years ago, we have not much time because we are concentrating on the tsunami with him for the people who are alive and the soul depart. But this is a time for 2 weeks. When I hear and I go there, I find out, gee, Sri Lanka have the very good monk, very good English, and he very good intelligent too. But we don't know how to introduce our food for the world to share. So accidentally, last week we discussion, right? We moved to yesterday, and we moved to today again, and he come in. So more question about meditation, you can ask Venerable to share.
Indeed, yes. Venerable Sir, as Venerable Buddhadata Thera also mentioned about Sila. Now, when we take the Noble Eightfold Path, so Sila or the virtue aspect is very much important when you step into meditation. So, going into details of it, how do you think the practice of Sila itself would help a person to actually step into perhaps some of the meditation and maybe then go into Vipassana?
Yes, I think that this morality or the sila in the Buddhism is the first step. Sile patittaya narosapanyo. In the Visuddhimagga, the Venerable Thero says in the beginning, so first you should come to the discipline.
Mental discipline has to be there.
Right. Also mentally and also physically. So that it is very important. This is the first step. Then when you are having this discipline in your life, it is very easy to go into the next. Chittang panyancha bhavyang. Chitta means the developing the tranquility, peace and freedom in your mind. Because that mind is always very agitated, restless, not to staying in a one place, going here and there. Very difficult to keep in a one place. That is the big point. So even our Bodhisattva, Siddhartha Gautama Bodhisattva, when he is achieving to the enlightenment, he used this technique, the concentrating on his own breath, on respiration, in and out breath. So this is a technique to keep our mind in a one point. So it helps to become very calm and quiet and peaceful. This is the, I think, the beginning of one who is going in the Eightfold Path to make their mind very peaceful. Secondly, that going to the more deeply to the meditation is called panyancha bhavyang, wisdom. So wisdom is not knowledge. So that there are many discussions about what is knowledge and what is wisdom. Knowledge we can collect
through
in
this.
everywhere, even in the schools, even in the universities, even in anywhere else we can achieve to the wisdom. So that when we are having the BA or master degree or doctorate, this is only a knowledge, but this is not the wisdom. Wisdom is coming by three ways in Bodhism. First, it is called Sutameya Panya, hearing to the great people like the Buddha and also the great teachers who have come to the earth to give the peace and freedom and wisdom for the people, to hearing them. So when you are hearing to those great teachers, you can achieve to the wisdom. This is their own experience, not only one life, more than many lives. So secondly, Chintamaya Panya, the wisdom that you are coming from thinking, by your own thinking, but very logical and scientifical way of thinking. Very clearly in Kalama Sutra it says that it should be very logical and scientifical. That means that you are coming to the decisions in a very, very special way, comparatively thinking. So this is like many great people, many great philosophers like Bertrand Russell. So that we can think in this way. And thirdly, this is called Bhavanamaya Panya. This is the most important way that you can achieve to the highest wisdom. The bhavana is make your mind very calm, not to go to outside, but to go to inside. When you are closing your eyes, when you are coming to the one point, that you will meet everything there. The real eternal bliss is coming inside. So that is the real way to achieve to the wisdom. Even this Sutameya Panya and Chintamaya Panya can be changed. But the third one, that means Bhavanamaya Panya, it cannot be changed. It is very stable. That is the real way to go to the Nirvana, to the eternal bliss.
So that's the proper path that a person should take in terms of achieving the highest state, the highest bliss, nirvana. So moving on to Venerable Buddha Dhatu Thera. I would like to ask you now, with your experiences in different other countries, how is meditation being practiced in the other countries, perhaps in the Western countries that you've been?
Normally, I visit many meditation centers in Burma, in the mosque, the monk they are meditating. In Mahasi, I give a lecture there sometime with my good brother monk. And net outdoor here is Vipassana Center and international America or Europe or Australia. But the basis, when I meet Peter C, when I in Sri Lanka, he asked me to go to about 3 hours from here to the Kandy side. And I stayed with one monk, meditation monk, 3 months in the forest. And after I come back, he asked me to report for him what going on. But I see that he not happy. He say, concentrate on your precept, sila. And the sila strong, the virtue strong, that is not disturb your mind, not like all the kind of the our religion they practice the kind of meditation to achieve some or their delusion mind, but we build by the basis of the virtue. And when I come to India, I have the group. There are 7 monks. I call they are in the Sangramgiri. Some of my students they sit in 14 years, not lie down. Like myself, is the pet rope, is one of the 13 of Tudong, one of the sitting monk, or some monk they sit in only one time, or they arm for food only, or whatever the food after they not touch, that the 13 cap Tudong. Then one day, I come back to here, and you know Vipassana Center there.
Yes.
They call to the soul. I have to come up, and you remember the monk 30-year did rope? That day, my teacher, now that PhD, now one of the Sadhu, but he the pilot. He the pilot of Poland and Soviet Union.
Right.
Russian.
Okay.
He come to India and he learned about the meditation with some yogi and some sadhu. They are Nikesh. They're in the younger. They have no rope, nest, So he come here and every center he win one to another. His image is a Westerner, like American Westerner, and he put the hair here like the Sakyamuni Buddha, the Muni. And when I come that day, our center not like this now. Vipassana and the Samri Vihara is just only the door of 1 meter each other. So I come in and I see he sit down like this, and look like the Buddha of the past. Beautiful image, so great image. And I pass to him, and I ask him, Venerable Sir, what do you do here? And he say, I sit meditation. And I say, you have nowhere to sit, you sit here. He say, because Buddha sit meditation and enlightenment under the tree. So I sit in here, but the image, so good image. And I say, Buddha sit meditation and enlightenment under the tree. He enlightenment or the tree enlightenment? And he look at me, he open eye, look at me, and he see my pet robe, and he look in my feet barefoot, and he asked me, where are you come from? He asked me. And I say, I don't know yet. I'm not enlightened yet. So I asked him, where you come from? And he say he come from Poland. He's a pilot, then his mother is the Soviet Union. And he live in Germany. I say, so great. But what you do here? He say, he go to the Sri Lanka and every meditation center, he win one to another, except one person don't want to meet him. Because he worried, he lost in his mouth. I say, who is that? He say, Pidesi. And I look at him, I say, you joking. And he say, what relation with you and Pidesi? And I say, my teacher. And he say, but the way you talk, the tree enlightenment or Buddha enlightenment, you are better than him. I say, you're not joking that. That's my teacher, great teacher. How you take some stone and you play with the edge, Then he realized. And I looking up in the center, I see many monks, international monks, they listen the discussion with me and him about 15 minutes. And I come up, and my brother monk there, he say, gee, we're waiting for you, because he come here, he did top earth. The way he acting, his image, so nicely, the way he talk, look like he duplicate like machine, but inside he empty. So I come down again, I say, Venerable Sir, please, do not come to Sri Lanka, the Dhamma country play this. You will be shameful and better tonight, I give you my mosquito nest, and you put your body in the mosquito nest, and you sleep one night calmly. And after that, tomorrow, you want to meet my teacher, Pidesi, you can meet him. So he see I walk to the corner, and he follow. He follow, and my teacher come down, and anyway, my teacher say, he want to meet me, but better meet my son first. So tomorrow send him to Annunabura and cut his hair. He already accept you, his teacher already. So next day I send him to the Annunabura and I cut his hair, and I told him, do not show up. Meditation inner, not show outer, so beautiful, but inner so ugly. You want to win and someone to lot in your hand. But when you go in yourself, no one lot, no one win. No lot, no win. Yet only the judging the win and lot of your 3 poison for me. Then he become a monk. So anyway, to me, meditation is basis to calm ourselves, win ourselves. And whatever, however, wherever you are movement and movement with mindfully.
Indeed, yes, Venerable Sir. That's very much important, because wherever you stay, whatever you do, meditation is something that you can really practice, because after all, as Venerable Sir mentioned, you, in terms of meditation, what we expect is to see things truly as they are. This is the cultivation of insight, which we will explain you further in the latter part of the discussion. But again, moving on to Venerable Subodhithera, Venerable Sir, now perhaps some people might have this belief that when it comes to meditation, you need to perhaps sit in one particular place and there's a particular posture and this is how you have to start practicing meditation. That is the kind of belief that people have. So what happens is most of the people, they stay till they grow old and they say, this is not the time to meditate. Perhaps we have a lot of things to do. We have our children's duties and duties in the family and so much of things to do and so much of things to achieve. And meditation and all that is perhaps to the latter part of the life, perhaps when you grow old. So what do you think about this aspect of it, Venerable Sir? Because meditation, as I see, is something you can practice anywhere, wherever you are. This is the practice of right mindfulness, isn't it?
Yes. The problem is that people are thinking meditation is something that beyond our life.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It is indeed, that is a process within our life. That if somebody is asking me that what is the most important word for meditation, I am always telling this is mindfulness, this is consciousness. So for example, in day-to-day life, when you are going to drink a cup of tea, that you can do it is as a meditation. For example, when you are keeping your hand in the cup, when you are taking the cup into your mouth, when you are drinking, so that every moment you are thinking what you are doing. This is the meditation. So that
Certainly,
meditation is something not depart from our life. It is a part of our life. So that the problem is coming that people are thinking it is something very difficult and we have to practice in a special way, in a special room, in a special center. So these are rumors.
Certainly, yes.
Actually that for example, the walking meditation, that's Sakman Bhavana in Sinhala. So that is consciously walking, nothing more. When you are walking, when you are keeping your right feet on the ground, you are just thinking, now I am keeping my right feet on the ground. In the same way that when you are keeping your left feet, you are thinking, now I am keeping my left feet. When you are moving, when you are bending, when you are stretching, every step that you are thinking what you are doing. So you bring your mind to the actions. So that means you are living in this moment. This is the most important philosophy in the meditation. Not going to the past, not going to the future, living in this moment. This is the only reality in our life. We don't know that about our past. We don't know what will happen in the future. So only reality is to be in the present. So that meditation teaches us to be in the present, then you can achieve to the highest wisdom in your life. This is the way to go to Nirvana.
Of course, yes, Venerable Sir. And in fact, moving on to details of meditation, as we mentioned earlier also, we do have two different sections of meditation. This is Samatha and Vipassana, tranquility meditation and insight meditation. Now, you might wonder as to what tranquility meditation is and what insight meditation is. So first, if we give our viewers an explanation as to what tranquility meditation is, Venerable Sir, now this Samatha Bhavana, it actually existed even before Lord Buddha was born, and this was something that was practiced way back in history, but it was later on after the enlightenment of Prince Siddhartha, Lord Buddha found this great teaching, and it is the insight meditation or Vipassana meditation, which makes a person see things truly as they are came into being. So what is Samatha meditation, or what is tranquility, if we first move into that aspect of it?
Yes, first when we thinking about this word Samatha, means make our mind very calm. For example, what kind of things can we make our mind calm? So first, as we are Buddhist, when we are going to the Buddhist statue, when we are see the, so that very, very peaceful image of the Buddha, that I think suddenly that we became very calm and quiet and peaceful. Because that Buddha came to this position by practicing for many, many years, many, many longer period. So I think the biggest and important technique for all of us to go to the Buddhist statue and just look at it. So when you are think that is enough, so that you can make your mind close and you take this statue into your mind. So this samadhi image will come to your mind. So now you are thinking mentally about the Buddha, and also it can be very helpful thinking about not only his physical body, but his great qualities in the life. So that itipi so bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vijjacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisadhamma sarati sattadeva manussanam buddho bhagava. These great 9 qualities of the Buddha. So that people are sometimes that very old upasakas and upasikas, they are come for the meditation. They are just like a mantra. They are repeating itipiso bhagava arahang 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 like this.
But they don't get the meaning into
the
minds.
real meditation. It is also not bad, but the real meaning is the most important fact. So then you can come to the real essence of this, what is arahang. So that this is the right way how we getting connected with the meditation. The next about Dhamma, then Sangha. So then Devata-anusati, thinking about the higher beings, Devas and Devatas, who have come to this stage by doing many great merits, by giving dana and practicing sila, and have a very great life. So the Devas, they came to this stage. So that most important technique, I think we all can practice, not only Buddhist, even for the other people, other religions, this metta meditation is the greatest, I think, subject what we all can participate.
Extending loving kindness towards everyone.
So that give the love and kindness to the whole world, not only the people, also that all animals and also the trees and all the world who are around us. So that we are starting with very simple way, may I be happy, healthy, comfortable. So that then you are sending these great wishes to your dearest and nearest people. First of all for your parents, then your brothers and sisters, then your family members, then all your friends, then people who are very dear to you, near to you, then people who are getting angry with you. This is also very important. This is the only way that coming over the anger and hatred from your mind. Because when you are practicing that, you will meet many people that they are not very dear to you. So even there are many people so that we can meet. So then the most important thing that we have to develop the same mind even for these people. So that giving the love and kindness, not only love, so that if you are taking the love itself, sometimes it can be danger. So you can come to some worldly level. But when we are combining these two words, love and kindness, it gives a very vital meaning. Love for every animals, every living beings, even to the plants. So that I think this is the greatest subject that we can spreading out whole world.
Indeed, yes, Venerable Sir, that's very much important. After all, anger can never be conquered by anger, but only through loving kindness. So this is one important aspect that we need to keep it in mind. And moving on to Venerable Buddhadata Thera, so we did give an explanation as to what samatha meditation is and how can a person perhaps step into samatha meditation. But if we move into vipassana, how can a person perhaps move from samatha meditation to vipassana meditation? What could be the turning point?
At the Venerable, he mentioned about loving kindness and compassion, that I got my logo in the Universal Truth. Universal Truth is the loving kindness and compassion. We want to meditation, we build in the loving kindness first. After you go home and you see the cloth get of hell, right, by the loving kindness. And this, the first chapter of the part 1 is very meaningful there. Two birds stand to my two shoulder and apply to my head and apply over and come back again. And last week I come to his temple, they call Sangalaja temple.
Right.
Sangalaja temple, 300 years. And believe it or not, if I'm not see by my eye, I cannot touch the cobra. I cannot believe how in a poor country, and the monk can accept to pay 200 euro to buy 2 cobra, to bring to the temple, to put under the tree. And one old snat, and I am the one who will bring the snat to the sea with many people to bury that. So we build the loving kindness in the universal truth there. And one, we talk about the Vipassana. Vipassana is forever, timeless of universe. Our Siddhartha, how then teach earth. But in this day when I go to center, they put in their Vipassana and they make the name. Like I put my Vipassana Bhikkhu Bodha Dhatu, that I again to the universe, again to the Sakyamuni. We cannot put Suvati Vipassana, but some center they should go and Ka Vipassana. I say no, Vipassana universe, no the name there. So about Vipassana, we counting and breathe in and out. This is not easy at all. I practice over 40 years. You know, I know that not easy. Sometimes 21 days I fasting, no food, 21 days, every day vasa. So what going on then? When I breathe in, I say lie. Breathe out, that means death. Lie, death, you know.
Right.
Then when we achieve some of
I
our...
think, Venerable, interrupting you, practicing meditation, when we take that aspect of it, practicing meditation through breathing is one very good application where a person can step into meditation, I think, isn't it?
Yes. When you concentrate on your lie and death, that remind you always.
Yes.
The death of the ignorant, the living, the birth of the wisdom. Then the body and the mind, we have two body. Body of the four elements, we instrument of our Mother Earth or our Father. And the body, enlightenment body, the wisdom body, compassion body. So when I sit in, I just breathe in and I remind myself, lie, death, continue on. And when we achieve something, do not think we achieve. Just know that, let it go. And you can get up to Arahant. But if you take some food of the Sutaban and you attack there, you sit there, then you be locked in there. So have to learn, let go. Nothing win and loss. We just export our 3 poison out. I waiting for you and the Venerable come in. And one doctor bring one of the lady or his girlfriend or his wife come to the center, and someone cannot solve the problem.
Right.
And I up there, and I look down, and I come there to give them a book and a DVD. After I come out to welcome you, because I think the time you come, and I see outside there, and her tear, drop. And Wellang with me see that, and I say, you got a problem. She say, very much problem. And her husband or her boyfriend, he a doctor. I say the same thing. She got so much deeply problem. Try to help out. I say come into office, and come to office. I just show her my injury, and she realized. I say to her, I meet even the president, the king, and the beggar. Everyone, they say they got a problem, but we know how to solve problem. That is the way we learn meditation. Come to yourself, let it go, and she released that. She see my injury. I told her about 4 years, lie down in the bed. Yet before you come, accept one being, one our sitter. So we work about the meditation, yet at nature. They come, they go. They go, they will come again, but not reattach, reborn, recycle of that. Yet come at nature, go at nature.
Certainly, yes, Venerable Sir, that's very much important. And another aspect that I would like to ask Venerable Subodhitera is, now when we practice meditation, as Venerable Sir mentioned, all of us, we do have problems in the society. Every one of us, we do come across problems, and this is where the stress comes into being. And sometimes people go into several terrible conditions of mental stress as well, when too much of stress arises due to the problems at their workplace, or maybe problems in their family, or maybe perhaps when studying, when it comes to children. So much of conflicts happen in the society. But how can we get free from these problems in terms of meditation? I think you will have an answer for this.
Yes, certainly that. I think it is very simple. So that we have to first to understand how these problems are coming to us. So that it is very common in the society. Everyone has many problems. So, but they are thinking very seriously about this question. For example, that when the Kisa Gautami, she lost her baby.
Yes.
And when the Patachara, when she lost her husband and wife and the brothers. So, for them it is a big problem. But when we think about past 30 years in Sri Lanka, what is happening? Even in the south, even in the east. So this is the biggest disaster, that the war and fight. So the people even in the society, why they are not peaceful is, they have many fights in their mind.
And it's competition always, Venerable Sir.
Right.
Even from the smallest child to the eldest, it's always competition and comparison with the other people, and that is how I think the problems arise, isn't it?
Yes, when we compare the society as a pyramid, so the problem is this pyramid. The top of the pyramid is very, very powerful, but when we come to the very grassroots level, it is very weak. So that when we are going to the Pindapata into every houses, the monks see the pains and the sufferings and the problems of the people. So that when we are comparing the people in the villages and the town, so for example, very I think in our day-to-day life in the sasana, so that today it is very difficult to find out the boys to become a monk, because when we think about in the town areas, they are going to play the crickets, volleyballs, and there are many things that they have to do. But in the villages, what they are doing? Nothing. The only thing is they have to go to the fields with their fathers, with the mothers to help their field, and to the cultivation of the chains, henas. And this is the only thing that they have. So that everyone has some problems. So how we can, by Buddhism, that our greatest teacher, the Buddha says, that you have to understand first who you are. This is the most important question. So even to the Kisa Gautami, even to the Patachara, what the Buddha said. So try to understand who you are. Who am I? This is the question that we all have to think always. Why I am here on this earth? What is my duty? So finally the Buddha says the sasana is a place for karuna, compassion. If you are giving the compassion and love for all, the problem will be solved. I think these all problems are coming lack of love. Mm-hmm. Lack of that, we are thinking lack of many treasures and economical reasons, but mostly not this. I think even in the poor or the rich families, the biggest problem is about love. If you are loving to everyone, you can overcome with any problems. I think, especially when we are thinking about the very deep way of meditation, when we are going to the insight meditation and to the wisdom meditation, vipassana meditation, so that we are thinking what is the goal of our life. In the likewise, who am I? What is our goal? Why we are here? So especially when we are going to the Western world, when I am asking you why you are coming for the practicing meditation, they are always telling that we don't want to go to the jhanas and the highest level. So our aim is to be happy. How we can come to the happiness? This is the problem. So that I think they need not some insight meditation or going to the highest practice. But I think if we can teach them how to love, what is the true love is, and how we can extend it to whole world, I think they are all very happy, very content. And when we are thinking about this impermanence of the life and the world, so world is you, world is me, so that last I think a couple of days that we are very afraid about the whole world will be destroyed.
Indeed, yes.
Yes, the Buddha was very clearly saying the world is not something out, it is you. Imasmin vyamamatte kalayibere lokancha panyapemi loka samudayancha loka nirodhancha loka nirodhagamini patipadancha. The world is you, not something else. So that this is actually a age that destroying the all negative things and going to a very golden era in the whole world. So that how we can achieve to this gold world, so practicing love, compassion and wisdom. So in the Buddha's life that we can very clearly see, there are two very strong pillars in their life. So karuna sitala dhyang, so that the heart with the love and compassion, very cool and heart with the wisdom. So in the second part, so panya pajjota vihata mohatamang, not to curse into the darkness, try to light a lamp, wisdom, that is the significant. So that we are always try to cursing and blaming to others what you are doing, but we are not thinking what I am doing.
Exactly, yes, Venerable Sir, because most of the people, the practice that people have is they keep complaining about the others, what the others do. They don't look into themselves and see if I can correct my mistakes. I mean, if everyone can think like that, there wouldn't be conflicts in the society, isn't it? Because most of the people, they just keep blaming on the others and they look into faults of the others. So finally, no one perhaps correct their mistakes, right, isn't it?
Yes, that is the point. In the society that always we are meeting people, this is the role of the government, this is the role of the president, this is the role of the prime minister. So, but we are not telling and thinking what is the role of me.
How so? Exactly.
So that society is not belonging to the government. So it is we all are the government. So that if we are doing our duty well, the whole society will be, I think, very successful and meaningful and happy. So that the most important question is not what we are thinking about others, what I am doing and how I am thinking. So the most important way, love, compassion and wisdom. There is no any other way.
Indeed, yes, Venerable Sir. And moving on to Venerable Buddhadata Thera also. And another important aspect is Venerable Buddhadata Thera, one important thing that people need to keep in mind is we being born as human beings, we are very much fortunate. So it's I mean, we are being privileged and we are fortunate being born as human beings, and it's our duty that we can take up this path, this wonderful path, and practice these great teachings, isn't it? So that point has to be given to the society, isn't it?
Yes.
So, Venerable Sir.
I look to my eye, the world is beautiful, our planet is wonderful, and our brother human is very good fortune. You see that Buddha not enlightenment in the heaven, not enlightenment in hell, but in human dream. We know how to live, how to kindness to everyone, that means the kindness to return to earth. So finally, about meditation, our Venerable already give for us so much food today, and we have to only food to practice, and we will achieve that. We yet only to know what we do here to search for the Dharma, continue our Mahinda and our Shakyamuni Buddha. So very good of that, Venerable. Yeah.
Yes, indeed, and of course we can make this world a wonderful place to live in, as Venerable Buddha Dhatu Thera mentioned, because if all of us we can look into our problems and see what mistakes we do and try to correct those mistakes and try to be aware of what we are doing, now that's very much important. But before we wind up the discussion, I would like to move on to Venerable Subhuti Thera and ask you, sir, if we can actually give our viewers a small exercise as to how they can practice meditation, perhaps a starting point, if you can show our viewers and tell them as to how they can practice perhaps anapanasati or breathing exercise.
Yes, I think it is very, very easy if you are concentrating on your breath, in and out breath, so that you are sitting in a very easy and simple position, maybe that keeping your right hand on the left hand, and you are closing your eyes, and just you are make your body straight and just looking how your breath is entering into your body through your nose and how it is leaving your body through your nose. Inhalation and exhalation. And further that when the breath is getting short or long, in breath or out breath, you are also thinking about it. This way you have to continue. Sometimes it can be helpful to starting counting your breath. So breathing in 1 and breathing out 2. Again breathing in 3, breathing out 4. But not for very long series, but for when you are coming up to 10, I think this is enough. Then you are starting again a new series. It's a very simple technique in day-to-day life. And also the very important what I would like to suggest for you, so development of the loving kindness, so that may I be happy, healthy, comfortable. And my parents and my brothers and sisters and all my family members, all the people who are living in this house, village and town, area and whole world. Finally, that I would like to with the gratitude to the Venerable Buddha Thero and our great friendship between in the university, me and Venerable Dharanagama Kusala Dhamma Thera, and we were very nice friends when we are in the university. So I am very happy in the first time that I am here in this Buddhist channel. So his great teachers, Venerable Narada Thero and Venerable Piyadasi Thero and Venerable Madhi Panyasiya Mahanayaka Thero, that they are the great teachers who have seen in our life. Mm-hmm. So they are like bodhisattvas for us. So I have seen one time in the Vajiraram, Venerable Piyadasi Nayaka Thero, he was telling that I am a wandering monk, I am going to like a bird. I think this is the right way we can practice in our life. We have no any heavy things. We have only ball and our robe. Just like a bird in the sky, we have nothing, anything. So one day you cannot find out where the bird has gone. No signs of the feet in the sky. Yeah. His journey is finished. That is the way how we enter into the final eternal bliss.
Certainly, yes, Venerable sir, that's very much important, and we are very much thankful for being here today in our discussion, and we are very much thankful for Venerable K. Subhuti Thera, the Secretary and the Chief Sanganayaka of the Amarapura Saddharma Vansha Nikaya, and Most Venerable Buddha Dhatu Thera also for coming in our discussion today as well. And it's time to wind up our program, and I think we've had a great discussion in terms of meditation and how you can practice meditation, how you can practice right mindfulness and walk in this eternal path and realize the eternal bliss, eternal happiness. This is what we call nirvana. So and also reminding you our email address, it's beyondthevision.tv@gmail.com. You can contact us and send in your queries to us and send in your suggestions to us, which we will take them forward as well in our future discussions. Dhammo have rakkati dhammachari. If you live by the Dhamma, you will be always protected by the Dhamma. Samma Sambuddha Saranai.